This is the divine mantra of the wisdom of enlightenment, which purify our body, spirit, mind, which transform our body, spirit, mind, and which bless our body, spirit, mind to realize its own qualities and to realize its own essence, which is the essence of our mind, is Buddha. Essence of our speech is the Holy Dharma. Essence of our body is the Noble Sangha. In order to purify the blockage and in order to activate our Buddha nature, Dharma nature, Sangha nature, and liberate ourselves forever, we recite this holy mantra, mantra A, and realize the emptiness nature of our body, spirit, mind, and realize the emptiness nature of all phenomena, and get forever free from duality, fixation, and ego attachment. No. Nature of mind and nature of all phenomena share same quality, same essence. Nature of our body's mind and nature of all phenomena is by nature forever peace nature, by nature forever freedom nature, which is forever loving nature, which is forever blissful nature, and which is forever perfect nature. So the mantra A can connect our Buddhist mind in its own divine nature, no? Yes. So again, okay, before I read this, divine laughter, divine laugh, divine smile, no? Ask mantra of great bliss, which bring everlasting smile in your heart and everlasting blissful laughter in your heart and in your face, you know? And we become laughing Buddha, you know? Yes. Again, one time. Om Ahum. Say Om Ahum, please. Together. Om Ahum. Om Ahum. Om Ahum. So now you breathe in 2 times continuously. First breathing, you start with the mantra Om. Second, continue your second breathing when you start say Ah. And then for few seconds, few minutes, as long as you can keep the breathing inside in your body. Let mantra Om and Ah recharge you, purify you, transform you, and bless you. And during that, you feel the inner peace and harmony of nature of your body's mind. And you try to feel the forever blissful nature of your body, speech and mind. Feel the great bliss, and you try to feel the inner peace and freedom and bliss. And then after you feel this, in order to share this great bliss, in order to share this freedom and peace, what do you feel in your body, spirit, mind? You share this to all other sentient beings with mantra home and breathe out. No? And then again continue when you breathe in 2 times or 3 times. When you breathe in, first 1 quarter. When you breathe in, you divide the breathing in into four quarters. Okay, first quarter you breathe in when you say Om, like this. So now you have still 3 quarters. So 3 quarters you can breathe in one after another. So you breathe in 3-4 times during when you say mantra Om, and then Ah, Ah, Ah. So you have full breathing inside. Your body is filled up with your breathing, your chi or your divine element wind. Your body is filled up with the wind element, and recharge your body's mind. Bless your body's mind, purify and transform your body's mind, and feel the inner peace. During when you keep the breath in, you feel the inner peace, the inner freedom, inner blissful nature of your mind, the Buddha nature of your mind. You try to feel it, satisfy yourself, and then when you breathe out, the home, you share your bliss, you share your happiness, you share your satisfaction, for you share your spiritual orgasm, spiritual great bliss to all Mother Sentient beings, no? And all Mother Sentient receive your blessing of everlasting peace, everlasting freedom and happiness, no? So this is breathing yoga on the basis of mantra Om Ahum, no? This was one of the most essential practice of every great master of Mahamudra tradition. This was one of the most essential practice of Lord Milarepa, who achieved Buddhahood in one lifetime. No? No? Through this practice of mantra Om Ahum yoga, he transformed his body's mind into 4 divine elements, and he, from this practice of the Om Ahum breathing yoga, he flies like eagle, no? And he, let's say, you can pass yourself through walls without a border, without border is what I say. You can go through wall, you can walk through wall. Normally your physical body, which is not transformed, which is not purified, you cannot walk through wall. But the yogis, enlightened yogis like Milarepa, he can walk through walls. There's no borders for him. There's no, because he realized the emptiness nature of his body's mind and transformed his body into space, into everlasting freedom. No? You have no language for this. Please, you can help me.
You said that someone is able to walk through a wall.
So is there a special way? He says Santal. You can walk through walls, Santal. No? Okay, now this is now. So anyway, so we begin this session with the practice of mantra Om Ahum, breathing yoga, and with the practice of mantra Ah, which is a mantra of the wisdom of enlightenment. Okay, now we do practice again. 2 minutes, okay? First 3 times you can do with the normal, don't keep too long time, because beginners is difficult for you. But since I think I introduced you this Om Ahum breathing yoga since many years, some of you can keep longer time. I know 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Beginners can just, first we start with 3 times, with the normal breathing process, and later we prolong ourselves, you know. Okay, now start. This is almost normal, you know, but now we keep it longer time, you know. So make sure when you breathe in, first breathe in when you say Om, just breathe 25%. Don't breathe all. Otherwise you will like this, you know. Make sure you just breathe like food, eating food. You eat slowly. You can enjoy your delicious lunch for 1 hour if you eat slowly, and your body is very relaxed to digest the food and to accept the food, you know. But if you eat like this, you know, it can cause death for you also, you know. So not to be fuzzy, you know. You can enjoy it because breathing in is a big blessing for life. We start to live the moment we breathe in and enjoy your life. Keep your breathing more inside. Let your breathing recharge you, purify you, transform you. And activate you, you know. And then when you make your breathing out meaningful by blessing all Mother Sentient Being, by sharing your happiness and the spiritual freedom and bliss to all Mother Sentient Being. So breathing in and out for you is a great practice of giving, great practice of transformation, great practice of sharing your happiness to all Mother Sentient Being. No? So your breathing in and out is absolutely blessed, it's not wasted, you know, absolutely meaningful. So you can practice 24 hours, you know, with this breathing yoga, and then very soon you reach enlightenment because you transform whole 24 hours into practice breathing, practice of breathing yoga. And generally, naturally, after some time, your breathing in naturally become om ah, and then out home, you know. Like some chakras, some koro, some kind of wheels. First you make it round by effort. Later, when it receives its own speed to run by itself, to get round, to make rounding by itself, you know. So when you sleep, for example, before you fall into sleep, if you practice Om Ahom mantra, breathing yoga, and then after you fell asleep, but you are still, even in 4 or 5 hours during when you sleep, it is spontaneously practicing mantra Om Ahom breathing yoga, you know, until when morning wake up. And this is a very, very important practice of great transformation, great purification, and for the great realization. This is Tantric Vajrayana practice, you know, Vajrayana practice of great transformation. So Vajrayana practice of great transformation is very simple, very brave, very essential. By practicing it, you can purify, transform, and enlighten your body's mind. You know? And by not believing in it, and by not practicing this Vajrayana technique of Om Ahom breathing yoga, you will miss the opportunity to purify your body's mind, transform your body's mind, and enlighten your Buddhist mind because you forget to practice, because you disrespect to practice this essential practice of Vajrayana, practice of transformation. You miss the opportunity. No? You can do all other kind of countless practice which are not so essential. No? Maybe more difficult practice. No? At the end, you don't get any essence, any transformation or any realization. So this is the moment that we have to practice the essence of Dharma, which is Vajrayana practice. No? Among Vajrayana practice, this Oma Ahom mantra of great purification, great transformation, is essential practice of Mahamudra, essential practice of Vajrayana practice. It's very simple, very simple. Sometimes simple is so easy, so simple that people don't respect it. People don't practice it because it's so easy, so simple. People like to have some complicated things. They run after complicated things, no? And no respect to practice the most essential and most powerful technique. By practicing it, that they can purify and transform, enlighten themselves. They don't do it. This is unfortunate. So this Vajrayana practice of great transformation is disrespected by many philosophers. No. Many intellectuals. No? They complicated the essence. You know? Because the practice is so simple, so easy, so profound. By practicing it, everybody can reach enlightenment. Everybody can purify and transform, and it's too cheap. No? And these intellectuals, these philosophers have no business here. They are afraid to lose their business. Yes, this is the truth. So Vajrayana is the most essential, most powerful technique for great transformation, but it's disrespected by many intellectuals and professors, you know, who make a lot of stories, you know, who make a lot of tours without achieving result, without arriving or reaching in home, in essence, you know. Yogi, what are you doing there, please? Hello?
Just a minute.
What do you want? David, give him what you want. You cannot just come in the middle of this session and disturb us.
Yes.
Go away, sit down or go away. Yeah. No. Yeah. All right, close the door, please. Don't make noise, please. Hello? Don't make noise. Discipline yourself.
Okay.
Yes. Every place you need discipline. So we have a lot of interesting people who live here, who come here, who are our invited and uninvited guests. But we tolerate, we love them, but they must be very compassionate, very disciplined at the same time. Sorry to interfere for you. So now can I speak? Okay. So shall we practice this one another 2 minutes? The longer, okay? Yeah, practice of Aham. Again. First breathe out totally. Hum. You don't have to keep too long if you are not able, you know. Again, I see you make a lot of mistake. Because when you say Om, if you breathe too much, and then second too much, at the end you have no place for dessert. You know, if you eat too much starters, you know, like salad and soup, and if you eat too much main course, you have no place for dessert. You cannot enjoy dessert, you see. So first portion, starter less, little. Main course, more. Still have some space for salad, for the dessert. So it's like this, you know. So when you say Om, feel the inner peace and freedom, inner blissful nature of your mind, and then you can keep it as long as you can, and then release it through breathing out by reciting Om mantra. You know? Okay, again. So people who like to purify, transform, and enlighten their body's mind, and also important people, divine human beings who like to have long life, no, they should practice this Om Ahum Guru Yoga and Om Ahum breathing yoga, no. Strong health, long life, with the purification of your body's mind, transformation of your body's mind, and for the enlightenment of your body's mind. With this breathing yoga practice, you get immense, infinite power, no? Infinite blessing of great transformation and enlightenment, you know? And your body's mind become Vajra, undestructible, unshakable, you know? Again, now the last one, then later I will read this. Again, first breathe out. After you finish the fourth breathing, you can swallow some sputum to press down your breath, your breath inside you. And your bottom must be tightened. Bottom must be tightened and press down with swallowing your sputum. Press your breathing under navel. Put your breathing between below your navel. The navel is the chakra of great transformation. No? Yeah. So can you do this one time? Okay, now I have to read this also. So, okay, again. Oh, enough. Thank you. So now, I tell you something. A secret. So after you breathing in 4 times, continuously, with the mantra Om, Ah, keep here. And then you keep it until you feel the inner bliss, blissful nature of your mind, Buddha nature of your mind, freedom nature of mind, and loving nature of mind. You keep it. When you feel this Buddha nature of your mind, blissful nature of your mind, loving nature of your mind, forever freedom nature of mind, so you feel the universal freedom of nature of your body's mind. You feel the universal blissful nature of your body's mind. You have no anxiety. You don't have a rush to breathe out. You simply enjoy to feel the great bliss of enlightened nature of your mind and unity of your body's mind, which is unity of Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. You feel it. So that's why Milarepa breathe in with this mantra, and then he keep the breathing the whole day, 24 hours, and he can fly like eagle. He can show all kind of miracles because his body's mind transmits into space, into universal peace, universal freedom. Walk through the walls, fly like eagle, you know. So this is the greatest practice, essential practice. This essential practice is not taught by many great masters. I don't know why. No. Now the human beings need the most powerful technique to transform them, to purify them, to enlighten them. It's urgent need. No? So during this urgent need, all great masters who practice the Vajrayana technique of great transformation, they should teach this technique. Why they're teaching all the time the philosophy, you know? No? Philosophies are, of course, is related with the Buddha's teaching. They are all very meaningful. They are very, it cannot be compared by other philosophers who are not introducing the nature of Buddhist mind. No? But philosophy, they spend whole life for philosophy. They have waste their whole life to write books. And then the philosophers, great writers, they don't take time to practice the essence of Dharma. Just if they miss to practice the Vajrayana technique of great transformation, like they miss to practice the Omahong breathing yoga, they die with normal people. They die with sorrow. So that's why this is the great moment to share the most powerful, most great dynamic technique of great transformation. For example, to share the technique of Omahong breathing yoga. And urgently, rapidly help all human beings to practice this and help them to purify their body's mind, transform their body's mind, and enlighten their body's mind. The technique is so powerful. No? Among all the weapons, upon all the destructive weapons, atom bomb is most powerful to destroy. You know? So this is stupid. This is like, if atom bomb is the weapon of demons, you know, not for the Buddhas to enlighten beings, you know. So this Aham mantra is king of all the technique, the technique of transformation, technique of enlightenment. I do this practice, no? No? Sometimes I'm too busy, no? But on more regular basis, I practice this. That's why people say, Master Tanpai, you young, no? Now after a few months I will be age 70. Because I'm blessed by Guru Padmasambhava and this practice of Omahom breathing yoga. No? So this divine technique of great transformation of practicing Omahom breathing yoga can bless everyone who ever believe and practice, can purify and transform everyone who believe this and practice this without discrimination. The technique can purify and transform everyone without discrimination. But one who don't practice belief, they will miss because they don't practice technique. Like the water can satisfy all the thirstiness. They purify the water help to purify the suffering of thirstiness. But the people who don't drink water, who don't believe water, the suffering of thirstiness remain forever, and they will experience miserable suffering of thirstiness, and at the end they will die. So now is time to practice the Vajrayana technique of great transformation. Tuyungye metram barbe itse sama lupa metram bar. No, what are you doing, please? It's perfectly okay. Okay, then. Hello. Don't worry. Tuyungye metram barbe itse sama lupa metram bar. You see? When the world is faced with the fire of obstacles, fire of downfall, fire of destruction, fire of conflict, fire of fear and suffering, that time the power of Vajrayana practice manifests countless times more powerful, play a role of powerful, 1,000 times more powerful, and purify, transform, and enlighten all the beings who need urgent help, who are suffering from this in the fire of conflict, disasters, and sickness. That time, human beings should practice the Vajrayana technique of great purification, great transformation. The Vajrayana practice of great transformation can only help all human beings to overcome all obstacles and transform all obstacles, purify all their suffering, and Vajrayana practice of technique can protect everyone, purify everyone, enlighten everyone, and free all human beings from all kinds of obstacles and from all kinds of disaster. So that's why we have to practice Vajrayana technique of great purification. So people who don't believe and don't practice this is a very big loss, very, very pretty. No? People who practice this, they are forever blessed. Because the technique itself will bless. By practicing it and believing it, technique itself will bless. Because Om Aho mantra is an embodiment of Buddha's. Om is an embodiment of Buddha's divine body, divine body, and A is an embodiment of Buddha's divine speech, and mantra Hum is an embodiment of Buddha's enlightened mind, Buddha mind, which can purify, transform, enlighten our Buddhist mind, and we become Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. So this is the essential technique, most essential technique, like, what's the full stop, like signature. And the Vajrayana practitioners are very much disrespected, not recognized by human society, who are very complicated, who don't value the essence, but who just run after the branch or run after the in a complication. Like Hinayana practice of Buddhism is like this example. Example is a bit stupid, but you will Vajrayana practice of Buddhism is like silver throne. Silver throne. Okay, throne is nothing important, but it's just a stupid example. And Mahayana practice of Buddhism is like golden throne. And the Vajrayana practice of Buddhism is diamond throne. It is priceless. It is absolutely priceless and essential. So with Hinayana Vajrayana, with Hinayana practice, you can achieve self-liberation. Is like a silver chair, you know. And by practicing Mahayana practice, is you are above the bodhisattva. Bodhisattva, you become great bodhisattva. Like you got the golden chair, you become great bodhisattva. By practicing the Vajrayana practice of greatest transformation, make you to become Buddha in one lifetime. In one lifetime. Anytime, or not one lifetime. But you have to believe it and practice it. Then you will be rewarded forever. You know? So thank you for that. Your energy also bless me. You know, your Buddha nature, your Buddhist mind, which is a Buddha nature, noble Sangha nature, noble Dharma nature, bless me to say this. You know, if the students are not fortunate, is not so blessed, they will not have the opportunity to listen this kind of essential teachings of great transformation. So all the teachings are like Buddha has given a lot of teachings of three yanas and enlightened countless beings. Is a contribution made by both Buddha himself and his divine disciples, noble Sangha. This contribution came from not only from Buddha, also together with all the Sanghas, together with all noble Sanghas, together with all the Bodhisattvas, all together with all the Buddha's retinue who are his disciples. This is Buddha himself and his disciples. Great contribution. Because only Buddha himself, one person, can do something, but not as vast, as effective as it becomes universal. You know. So there's chosen disciples who hear these teachings, and there's chosen great masters who teach this. With their combination, with their unity, then the great teachings of great transformation of Vajrayana, Mahayana, or Hinayana can manifest for the liberation of all mothers and gentry. Thank you for your participation. Thank you. Jai Ho, Jai Ho. So now, today I'm going to read another. You have any problem? You want to speak something?
Yes, I consider maybe we should go to the bus station at 2:30.
It's in 20 minutes.
It takes 25 minutes.
But I will ask him to take you.
Okay.
So I will, don't worry. Everything is manageable. But this opportunity which you lose, you will lose. It's priceless.
Right.
A lot of European people are very, very destructive in their program and their mindset, which is very much hang up with something. You know, this is a tied up. Hello. Hello. This is the connection with this. You can look the connection. The wire. Hello. Yes. Hello. The other one. So it's not working. Hello. It's working.
No, it's okay.
Hello. It's okay. Thank you. So now I read this. Today I read one very powerful and interesting sutra. No, sutra is also a technique. No, sutra means also technique, essential technique. No, the essential solution. No? Which is in Tibetan language, it is called Papa Yule Java Hechavel Song. No, and in Hindi, Sanskrit, Arya Kanchana Vatir Nama Dharani. No? This is for the great victory. this essential technique or secret technique is taught by Buddha for the ultimate great victory of all the truthful ones and all the people who are peaceful, who are virtuous, and who are loving. No? So there must be, if there's a battle, if there's a war, the truthful one, the loving one, the innocent one, and peaceful one must win. No? Otherwise, the peaceful one, truthful one, loving one lose for a battle. It is very sad. It is not right. It is not right. So, all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, all the Dharma protectors, they want to protect the truth. They want to protect the peace. They protect the loving atmosphere, which are respected by all those truthful people, which are practiced by all those peaceful people, loving people, spiritual people, the Buddhas, and all the divine beings, protectors. They love them and they protect them, who are truthful, who are loving, who are innocent, and who are very spiritual. No? For sake of giving victory to all the truthful one, loving one, peaceful one, countless Buddhas, countless Bodhisattvas, countless wrathful, peaceful and wrathful protectors can also punish those beings who are not truthful, not peaceful, not loving, who are very aggressive, who are very greedy, and who are very unspiritual. No? For sake of protecting the good one, peaceful one, truthful one, loving one, innocent one, Buddha can also punish. God can punish those who are absolutely untruthful, those who are absolutely negative, aggressive, unlawful, those who are absolutely violent, because, no? So if there's a battle, a war, at least what we can decide, what Buddha can decide, what the God can decide, what all the protectors can decide is to protect all the peaceful, loving, truthful, innocent human beings, to protect them like their own child. Mother and father like to protect their son and daughter who are very loving, very truthful, very obedient, and very peaceful. No? In order to, for sake of protecting these good children, mother and father can also punish the bad children who are very aggressive, who are very greedy, who are very negative, who are very selfish. Of course, father and mother want to give equal love to all her children. But sometimes this is not the case. If you have 6 children, 3 children are very good, other 3 are very negative, so what to do? You cannot punish good one because there's 3 who are very bad. So at least you can protect your good children and give some portion of a punishment for the bad children who cause all the trouble. So this is with God, with Buddha also, with all the Bodhisattvas. Of course, they wish to protect everyone, love everyone. If is this not possible, because there's so many children who are very aggressive, very greedy, very violent, very negative. So at least Buddha or God or mother and father have taken the first chance to protect the good children. Who are the hope for the future, for the happy world, for the happy planet, So in this war, if the war happens, now they are making preparation. So if somebody asks what Buddha will do, will Buddha involve this war? Lord Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and all the protectors, will they involve in this war or not? If somebody asks, yes and no. No? Because all the Buddhas, all the Dharma protectors, all great Bodhisattvas, they never wish and dream for war and catastrophe for mankind. No? Their only single greatest wish is that all these human beings who are children of Buddha, children of God, that they are happy, peaceful, loving. They live together with a peaceful atmosphere, loving atmosphere, with brotherhood. This is the single wish of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and this is the single wish of Lord Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and all the Dharma protectors. No? The war and catastrophe is not a wish of God, a wish of Buddha, that's for sure. But when it happens, because the war and catastrophe, destructive atmosphere is created by human beings who are absolutely selfish, absolutely aggressive, absolutely mad with their ignorance and with their greediness, with their aggressive. And they cause destruction to the children of the world, children of God, children of Buddha. They are about to destroy the whole world. They want to destroy whole human community, which are the children of Buddha, children of God. The God will say, yes, in order to protect my sons and daughters, disciples, followers, who are absolutely truthful, who are absolutely loving, who are absolutely peaceful, who are absolutely non-violent, who are absolutely spiritual, I like to protect them. I will not let my bad children destroy my good children also, The good children carry the lineage of peace, lineage of happiness, lineage of God, lineage of Buddha, lineage of enlightenment. So the God and Buddha has to protect that first, So this is like an ultimate decision of God, like Buddha. So that time, this is there's a story, history, and every sutra and tantra, essential kind of teaching, essential technique, essential practice that Buddha teach to the mankind, to his disciple, is connected with some histories, some personal histories, So now this has a history itself. History has that, later, after I read this, then I will tell you, okay? After I read this, I tell you. So I will read this first. It is just 4 page. Papa, you have 4 page. And then I have one sutra, it's called Lunga Ism Chingwale Rabdu Kyawar Chepa. Lunga Ism Chingwale Rabdu Kyawar Chepa. Hechavism. So the second sutra that I'm reading here, it's a sutra, it's a great technique, a great prayer to release our body's mind, which is tied up with the negative force, negative energy, tied up with the obstacles. So our body's mind, who are involved in samsara, our body's mind is bind it all tied up with all the negative atmosphere which comes from outwardly, and negative energy which comes from our inner negative emotion, and which comes from our own negative action. So we are bind up, we are tied up. So this is the sutra, this is a great technique, how to release your body's mind, to liberate your body's mind from tied up. And give you victory from obstacles, a negative challenge which tied up your Buddhist mind, no? Release you, tied up. Buddhist mind which is tied up. No? Is correct? English, okay? Okay, thank you. So this also I will read, okay? So before reading this, what's time now? So 3, I don't worry for your 3 o'clock bus, okay? Because we are going to give you transportation. Yes? Let me do it, okay?
Now it's 2:20.
Huh?
2:20.
Okay, good. This is also 220. Year 220?
2020.
2020, okay, good. So now before this, we have to wholeheartedly, devotedly, profoundly take refuge to Buddha, Dharma and Sangha, take refuge to all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas and all the Dharma protectors for the happiness and the liberation of all mother sentient beings. No? And then develop diamond heart. Diamond heart is priceless diamond heart. Develop and practice diamond heart of practicing bodhicitta, practicing universal love and compassion, practicing universal love and compassion, and take universal responsibility to liberate all mother sentient beings and to help all mother sentient beings to achieve great liberation and great Buddhahood. No? So this is a bodhicitta. And then when I do this, invite all the beings, visible and invisible beings, to come here and listen this reading of the Holy Sutra for great transformation, for great victory. Okay? So this will I do now. It takes just 2 minutes and less than 5 minutes. Okay? Like yesterday. Hello. Someone can go up here. Can you do something behind? Hello. There's something wrong there because you and I don't know maybe how to adjust this. Nobody knows. Okay. Hello. Can you? Is there a green button or something? Behind there, there's a small box. What is that?
This is the connection for the kitchen.
So the kitchen is the problem now. Take away the kitchen connection. Kitchen can hear it.
She's the specialist.
Hello. Yes, that is a troublemaker. Oh, there's still some trouble. The energy of Tusas here. No, sorry, not Tusa. Who is there? Who went there? Nobody. Okay, it's illusion. Hello. Yes, this is okay. You press the button, not strong. Hello. It can be obstacle. Be careful. Don't laugh too much. Hello. Okay, now you read. It's okay. Sit down, please, peacefully, mindfully. Laughing can invite crying also. So sometimes we laugh we lose our awareness and laugh, and can invite crying because obstacles are very jealous that you are laughing and happy. They will try to make you to cry. Yes, be careful of laughing also. You laugh mindfully, lovingly, purposely. No? Otherwise not. Yeah, okay, good. Thank you. This is my part. You can develop bodhicitta in your mind. Sangye Jingla Je Jamzo Tiano, Deji Jingdo, Karma Bajino, Sangye Jingdo, Karma Bajino, Tuche Jingdo, Karma Bajino,
Tomje Jemba, Karma Bajeno, Karma Bajeno, Karma Bajeno, Karma Bajeno. Shudam Jujin, Nelo Malu, Bajin, Kenen, Kembe, Jen, Rozo Yila, Kuki, Boulder, Repeat Dorji, Yamaso, and Korwa, Tong, and Jubra Jinjalo. Komsum Chula, Jubra Jinjalo, Drogun, Sanje, Dobra Jinjalo. Jolu Kajo, Jubra Jinjalo, Karma Bajeno, Karma Bajeno, Karma Bajeno, Karma Bajeno. Kamabajeno, Jamne Gundu, Tinjan Lama, La Sulwan de So, Pozon Jawana, Mumbai, Mumbai, Shivara, Jinjalo, Gimme Osa, Charwan Zedu, Oso. Gongze Ganin, Zoe, Yudanze, Sojen de la Combat de Burane, Nanin Jigden, Na Choje Song. Dese Kepa Jula, Sulwan de Kurwa, Tongden, Jubura Jinjalo, Kamsum Chulan, Jubura Jinjalo. Rugu Sanje Tobara Jinjalo, Jolu Kaju Rubara Jinjalo, Mosam Jami, Hiro Barushin, Majemenga, Namgengoni. Susura Rishi, Juluwa, Kusum Jalvi Yumla Chanzalo, Tadia Mune, Tadia Gaden Gade, Parangade, Parasam Gade, Bote So, Toyadam Gaden Gade, Parangade, Parasam Gade, Bote So. Tayada Gade Gade Baranga Porosam Gade Bode So Emao Chuku San Juba Dorje Chang Tomba Dorsam Jumde Yoji Jalun Combo Sabo Medang Jerese Yilme Bema de la Soande Korwa Tone Jubara Chinjelo Kamsam Cholan Jubara Chinjelo Roku Sanji Dobara Chinjelo Jolu Kajo Rubara Chinjelo Kati Janong Guru Rinpoche Tuktamikaji Kongbe Sondo Sol Tungen de la de Hemaji Tuche Saji Ujen Julbego Tuzal Nebe Tungen Yonjong Dao Tuzal Nebe Tungen Manjong Dao Tuzal Nebe Tungen Manjong Dao Tuzal Nebe Tungen Yonjong Dao Tuzal Nebe Tungen Manjong Dao Chenlabi Ye Wangjian Gordoso Chenlabi Ye Wangjian Gordoso Chenlabi Ye Wangjian Gordoso Nyangdang Dobe Sa Xiu Jie Ba Dang Tenru Pembe Tuzal Ram Den Jing Tseji Sanje Dobara Chenjian Lo Kurwa Tong Nen Rubara Chenjian Lo Kamsum Chola Nyubara Chenjian Lo Drogun Sanje Dobara Chenjian Lo Jalu Kajo Rubara Chenjian Lo Chodong Kurlo Jirbe Jelbo Dong Jendong Kurwa Sambu Sanje Dong Gangla Gangdru Tela Dendunbe Tsumba Jene Sikla Changza Lo Chodo Jasu Chewo Tongyen Yingje Songdong Jugbe Lam Shechil Samze Gyalden Zhowen Gung Chana Bemo Tenzin Jazo La Solwan Debso Jinjian Lo Doso Kurwa Tongnen Zhubara Jinjian Lo Kamsum Cholan Jubara Jinjian Lo Rugu Sanje Dobara Jinjian Lo Jalu Kajo Rubara Jinjian Lo Jizun Pama Drama Chechen No Tadang Taye Semjian Damjian Gung Jigdang Dong Le Gung Ne Gyab Doso 这一同生做不了今年喽，可是我同年做不了今年喽，康什么小兰就不了今年喽，如果上街都不了今年喽，家里家就做不了今年喽，广州送了到就不去，得把当街说出来讲，这位跟了这也让上街将就一接送，老妈一当看着当上街就当操作了。 讲究跑的教授这让人头脑都不是讲究生年给不了给，讲究说给生年给呢。 考检这个大军中的年人讲究做作用，这不来给考检中来喷这上节上，考检过来喷这上节呢，能给大家拍马的主生间他们这个当你讲的上节上个要。
Don't stay your leg like this. It's karma. There's karma, you know. Stay on the chair, please. Stay on the chair. Don't stay your head like this. It's considered as disrespect, you know, and it has its own karma, you know. You have to face the consequence. You know? So people who don't behave properly and don't keep your body in good posture, then next life you have good karma. You will be born as a human being, but you will be born as a handicapped human being, you know, because your body language is a, you know, not so earnest, not so disciplined, you know. Dharma will bless you to get a good human body, but your discipline will make you to born as a handicapped, you know. So that's why we have to be very careful. Every time we must watch our body's mind and to behave according to the Dharma, you know. Okay. So again, you are angry with this, huh?
No.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Otherwise, you become the tough challenge, And actually, she is very kind. Nobody have problem with you. She is very kind. She is good practitioner. It's okay, but be mindful. Everybody must be mindful. All right. Sanje Jamju Yi Song, Lama Yi Dam Kando Dang, Sanje Chu Dang So Jo La, Changju Bardo Yao Su Che, Rang Hian Tun Ne Rab Du Chir. Changju Sen Ne Ge Bar Ge, Changju Shu Ge Sen Ne Ge Ge Ne, Ka Jam Zhu Gu Da Gen Rong Du Nyer, Changju Zhu Zhuo Yi Wang Je Bar Ge, Ka Jam Zhu La Pen Zhe Sanje Hiao, Ka Jam Zhu La Pen Zhe Sanje Ne, Nam Ge Da Jia Tam Ma Ri Zhu Sen Jian Tam Je Gung, Da Yin Kong Ne Sanje, Ge Ba Le Xiao. Pamari du semjian tamje gung, tani kone sanje sargu yo, Pamari du semjian tamje gung, tani kone sanje sargu yo. Kanda shuju dungen jikden na, deji lamara gyurwa kansu da, tingdra tambe chöge chanbe ge. Nyambaran dupa tamje ndra ye ye, laye ge dang, lu dang da jen ge, zhublum da dang me ye ge nang dang, zhuwa gun ge tam ma che san ba, tamje ge do ta ge che den do. Ta jang ting dra ngombra san je ne, du zhar gyurwe, kanyam sem jen la, song dang bo be, chu je ga dang ye, 특징 주제 다양 로바라효 감성 초란 교라효 조금 상제 사랑 그바 아유 정주초도 두개바를 모제 살답대 탐제게 삼라효 데라 강sem브라자웨 주제는 바네 자가라게도 어리야 간자나 와테나마 다라네 거기도 봐봐 유래 자와 해자베 송상제 당정 주 선바 담제와 자자론데 게다 게 더보도 정나 좀 된데 레마 좀 된데 레마다부나 좀 된데 레마다부나 노진지 대본 전보로나 도제 당 삽직도 요대 대네 하양보 자진기 좀 된데 가라 어디에 송대신에 좀 된데 결혼 거 차차대 초지도 내 하에 안보 자신이 좀 된다는 게 제소도 좀 된데 유롱으로 지에대 유런제나 허마인게 교당을 나당 사당 맨다게 다자 하는 파벌에 결혼나 캔라섬 좀 된데 다 자가 제수 송와 당 다라 부자와 당 하마이 나머지 교당을 나당 성하당 매럽도 현바당 럽도 식배래도 나버려 결배 성하 제모 힐버를 때도 솔 되네 좀 된데 제 라이앙보 제진란데 게제매서 고시가 대대 현노 하마이당 유제바나 르나남당 성하남만당 매남제 판바 대hin대 고시가 닝제외철 르나 저브라 자대 교탐제 릉바당 르나 탐제 도바당 성하 탐제 릉바라 제바 타바당 쯔바당 창조바당 탐모당 제바 탐제 럽도 효라 제바 성하당 매 탐제 저베르 아히브라 자오 드네 좀 된데 제 대예제 르나 셔모스르제 가자바 강가와 당남메바 수문도 현무득 전저바와 당 군도 교당 지로와 남진의 송도 사만 행연 버제도 제바레 대천치
대충 치바당 내가 남게가 참 담제 너네 포르도 셴바주 용소 저버라 제대 힘무드게 젠 저바와당 너나 군도 교당 지구와당 서와 남게 교당하는 아당면당 두제대 남럽도 저버라 제베르나 쳔보댕이 히브라 자대 그시가 주제 선전 탐제 지수 송외지 상칭 rab도 남버라 자와 쳔모 송송히 좀 된데 대대hin노히 솔데 라에 안보 자진 좀 된데 게 따라 님바당 대hin도 좀 된데 게 따라 님베세 르가 쳔모 스젠데 가자도 따야다 헬레헬레네 헬레헬레 멜레멜레 hine niheravine kanazevati lokamati bate bahungunta mantra atikrite bede tama mantra atikriti hana hasa chenda bhagavati zaye zambani stambani bandani mohani amonga hyakati danani grahana kata mama nasi zambaya benzaya satambaya benda mohaya Hye Jodang, Lui Jodang, Luje Jodang, Simbu Jodang, Namga Denge Jodang, Tse Jodang, Hamaye Jodang, Mima Ji Jodang, Toje Chembo Jodang, Rengaji Jodang, Renga Chang Trupe Jalbo Jodang, Tasongge Jodang, Senje Renga Changwa Tamje Jodang, Jumbo Jodang, Jodangje. Ralanzala, Ratanza, Randaza, Duma, Ravane Chakranama, Granatanam, Hana, Sarva Vidya, Shatruhu Nen, Stambaya, Bayum Stambaya. Ruhu Rayam Stamabaya Ronan Stambaya Burunana Satambaya Aganani Stambaya Uda Kanadi Ridire Darane Bhyahaste Bhyahataya Nabahena Kanta Tala Chiringulwa Tamje Dang Ta Tamje Dang Tawa Dang Rabdu Dang Re Sam Dang Denba Nam Dang Taba Na Rabdu Taba Dang Mipen Barang Deba Tamje Hana Baza Benzaya Satambaya Bendaya Mohaya Mohani Bhagavate Sowa, Tajibadam, Nebadam, Ningova, Tamjele, Sonhi, Kuishikarike, Poamarike, Pomo, Jabo Chembo, Kala, Hik, Sejen, Nande, Chiso Temperature, Na, Patella, Parulke, Jibamin Jongo, Te Tella Parulke, Masoje, Pezoso. Lemayin, Lumayin, Loje Mayin, Simple Mayin, Tse Mayin, Hamayin Mayin, Nangatenge Mayin, Miamachi Mayin, Rinachange Mayin, Kando Me Mayin, Tu Mayin Barachive, Tu Chabra Mingur, Rinata Sangada Man, Namjin Pizu, Paroje Mazoje, Soje, Mizugoso, Paroje Mazoje, Chibi, Tu Chabra Mingur. Lula Tsunye Mezu, Lula Medang, Chodang, Dodang, Rengadang, Sangadang, Menamje, Mezoso, Kange, Tiba, Chebadang, Chidu, Jubadang, Chisu, Yirangwa, Teni, Lar, Babra Yoro, Teni, Lam, Dobra Yoro, Kujiga, Tadavena, Tibi, Kelongam, Kenyanam, ringa river ge pomo ringa de chula len du taba de dage lula chunga dage lu ma lu ba soran joro jiba tamaje dang do ba tamaje dang yam je ne dang ne ga wa tamaje dang ringa tamaje dang sang dang me tamaje dang je tamaje le hindu de paran de be世界人的天不差我这波这不乱波跑了几马索香巴等跑了几马松都乱对呗世界人的天不些了连团的都把团跑了新不大跑了长除了连团的跑了的呗送了差我就把他们这了土巴没呗送的一个提的从往古头大跑了差我一个提呢现在这怎么大跑了差我요도 주바나 개와당 대바라 타바란 조로 랑한데 또버지 네메당 남메당 요코로당 대당 제대 개와당 대바라 갈로라 조로 마토바나마 장아 주바란 조로 랑아랭바라 제바당 랑아랭바라 제베 스부 가라볼라 렌드데 두바 투보라나 징와당 링와 탐제레 조바란 조로 교랭보라 첸도베 두두게 살라 렌드데 돈나 교랭보라 링보라 제바란 조로 제베세 카고 제베세 카고 카고보라 제베 딜레라 렌드데 쇼나 모와 탐제 라렌 태반한 조로 라브라자 카도도자 조브라자 데 추다송 조바 자마기 디바 탐제 랍도 시바는 조로 다게 제바는 조로 다게 제바는 조로 당 가게 삼바라 조로와 니라 라른도 세부라 딱삼 추다송 거라 제네 데루라르 나타 상가다 메남지 미소소 마두바 남 조바라 조로 대 탐제 장 통보를 요로 좀 된지 되게 제 가자네 소영 보자진 이랑데 좀 된지 소라 뭐라도 파파 유래 저와 해자의 성효소. So this is the Mahayanas Divine Sutra for the great victory of all the truthful one, for the great victory of all the peace and loving one over all kind of negative force and obstacles. See? So this is now also whole humanity is facing a big war with coronavirus, you know. The war is not the physical war with the weapon and atom bomb and with the dangerous weapon, which some powerful countries are preparing for the war. That war is very dangerous also. That war is should not happen. This reading of this sutra will prevent the war. But also there is one realistic which is happening, war between the human community and coronavirus. No? We have war with coronavirus. This is invisible war. No? So this reading of this Divine Sutra of Great Victory, we dedicate it for the great victory of whole humanity over coronavirus, no? And all negative challenge and obstacles, okay? Yeah. So, all right. So, now I will read the another text, second one, as I told you. In Sanskrit language, Sanskrit is a language of God, language of the most high, most blessed language. And the Tibetan language is also directly connected with the divine language of Sanskrit, you know. So the Tibetan language is Jagarketu, Kaya, Vakachita, Prita, Stambana, Bizaya, Darani, Purgedu, Lumayism, Chinwale, Rapto, Nambra Javachepa, Hesha song, this Tibetan, no? So this I'm going to read. This essential technique, powerful technique of
releasing tied up body, spirit, mind of everyone. Our body, spirit, mind can be tied up with all the negative energies, tied up with all outer negative influence, and tied up with our inner obstacle of 6 negative emotion and 6 negative action. We are absolutely tied up. Shh. Hello. Ita. Yes. Tied up. We are tied up. We cannot move. We are very blocked. So now this divine technique is given by the most merciful Buddha Shakyamuni to release everyone's body, spirit, mind from all kind of negative force. Body, mind, which is absolutely tied up with all the negative force and obstacles. And this technique directly release our body, spirit, mind, which is tied up from all the negative force, and release all the obstacles, release all the negative force which tied our body, spirit, mind. No? So win over all the negative force, negative energy, negative emotion, and negative action, which tied our body, spirit, mind, which dominate our body, spirit, mind by all these obstacles, with all these outer negative obstacles and inner obstacle of 6 negative emotion and 6 negative action. So this divine technique, by practicing it, by reading it, it directly blesses us to free our body, mind from which is tied up with the negative force. So it releases the knot tied up, liberate our body, mind from all the negative force. No, tied up. How you say this? Tied up our body, mind. With our body, mind, which is tied up with negative influence. So this sutra help us to get victory from all kind of negative force, outer and inner obstacles and negative force, which tie our body's mind, which imprison our body's mind, no? Which block our body's mind, will be released, will be liberated, will be removed. No? So this I read. This is very important for this time because our body's mind, now almost million, not yet, people who died already. How many? Almost million, huh? Altogether?
Almost.
And how many? 2 million are affected. How many?
More than 30 million affected.
More than 30 million people are tied up, caught by coronavirus. They are suffering. And nearly 1 million of people in whole community, family got killed by this coronavirus, you know. The coronavirus is tied up body's mind for all beautiful human beings. With so much suffering, with so much fear, with so much death, you know. So we dedicate this reading of this holy sutra of releasing everyone's body's mind, which is tied up by coronavirus and other obstacles, and release everyone, free everyone. Okay? So I read this now. Okay? This also some people's mind, body's mind is tied up with the black magic, you know. The black magic exists. As long as anger and ignorance exist, they can create black magic. They can create a negative force, like they can create black magic to harm others, you know, to kill others, and to suffer others, you know. So if your body's mind is tied up with negative force of black magic, by reading this Dwayne Sutra, your body's mind will be released from black magic, no? From all obstacles. Okay, so this one. Okay, now I read.
오저그르게도 가야 와가제다 프레다스탄바나 베자야 다라니 벽에도 롱아예스는 징와레 럽도 저러제바 예자베 송좀네데 통제견베자 몰라 차자로 남브라결레 컴베네서 좀네데라 하양보제 진게서와 제좀 뭐좀네데 견네 통제견베 조 하마예 다게 롱아예스는 징와레 톨론돌로도 송 좀대대 제가 저와 계제 교제 하나 강다 희와래서 대제를 불안요 아이라 송대 디니라 nenden도 계제 강다 농아예서 내바당 정화되라 남양 대외가 대외가와 민종회 르만디 도요당 등엔제 누바당에서 니레 정화변도 탑제 냠버라자베 저당지게 바로 제요네 당수농당 대변도 남양정원에 menjude 데다라님이 오스레 벗어서 소바라 교르장 전제 왕도 제바시노 대변나 누가이성 정화에 돌아 제베 탑라 저버라 자오 데드르제나 정화 만내발에 돌아 교르데 좀에 왜게 모바슬와 함 메제르베 나 타마제 세바 생계계계 나 탐제 쓸게는 바신도 나 제모데 상담지 진화 탐제로 도르제도 대 고름네 대인데 엄무르 벤저라 라사라와 그라마 다게 르마예스마 제도 조바당 진화당 nem바당 느바시바 탐제 초벌의 교르제 온 벤저라 나다야 하해 홍패 현재 저왕이 마탐제레 다 겨울 교로직 엄마마 서러와 비단 베다 자예 빈자예 아제다 아바란제데 예 마마 비하스 시아 프란마다 하해 마마 홍패 현재 무도베르나 제몬데 강다 달라 당와당 로브라스는 바탐제 시버를 교직 현대 현등가레 네예 마마 벤저 자나 프라야차염 마마 베다라야 하하 헤헤 히히 홍홍 프라카라나 서라와 잘라 서라와 베자라샤라자 파트소하 자제강당 대릉아 체몬데 편연네 데다데 콜로 관계루라 정화 대일롱아 있음 정화레 돌어진 누바당 데버 조로 대루라 정화라 정화 대예 전마 강래야 강라 포바 롱게 포배 장화 대예 농아 있음 정화레 저런 조로 콜로인데 동지의 전부 우수 경쟁계 정화라 다데 모터부서 장하나 대 전마 포바 서부지 포바라 포바 대예 정화양 저런 조로 톰바마 주메 가마 lumam 바주함 띵가함 세우에 초낭도 이게함 콜루수 장ವ라 제라 초대다 통화 남장 진화 탐지로 저로 제도 고강계 야템 라다 고강계 야템 라다 밤 스두게 고암 샤이낭암 그제 고알라다 바데 로도 조나양 진화레라도 저와라교로 대처레르가 제몬데 규제 소마라자오 대네 사이앙도 소와 제 동바 좀nen데 리비자라보 스지진 꼴라 펜저를 레버라 소마르가 소라 창정도 헤도도 자진로소베 코로 탐제 이란데 좀nen데 제 소랑 버도도 농아이스 진화레 저라 제바 헤자베 송조소 제거제 캔보 벨레단 가야나라단 버제로소바 샤자이지암 부지로서下一些忙有了成今节做了康都就我们阿拉们修他
So this is perfectly read already. The energy, the positive energy and the blessing of this reading of this divine sutra already flash, already spread, already flourish in heart everyone and in the elements of all cosmos. Yeah, all right. It's all our nectar, you know, everything. So there's one sutra here, it's just 2 pages. I will read here. For this is called, and in Sanskrit it's called Jagargetu Mahashastraya. No, Jagargetu Mahashrasaha Ra. Pugetu Parachemundo. Sanje Dang Changju Semba Tamjela Chazalo. The Getu Badujina Jumden de Watana Yozo, and Jumden de Changju Semba Chembo Papa Jenes Wangju, Jumden de Kalawa de Sundachin, Jumden de Jawango, Chaza de Lesson Korwachen, Chojino Togo, and Jumden de Palchemola singing. Papa Jenes Wangju Landige, Gazaldo, Kelungam, Kelungam, Kenyanama, Kenyama, Kanyama. Polchembo Ming Juni, Boheba, Chawa, Lobata, Devadam Tinjuba, Tene, Uwa, Porote, Chukran Juro, Tene, Kurduba, Tamjeki, the Tarjuji, Kone, Solodo, the Nation, the Polchembo, Century, Gazalabat, Pandema, Bahim, Pandema, Paltahima, Pemetama, not yet a more, Karamo, Tapachemo, Peme, Jeba more. Chemo, Sejima, Rimboche, Jimo, Palachemo, Sayadaya, Ted and Zingrine, Sova, Arta Sadane, Shahina, Alak, Shahina, Lakshmina, Nahaya. Siddhantu mantra pataye soha bingune parama subhage soha. See, this is the mantra. See, this is the mantra for prosperity. Because of coronavirus, I think many human beings, they suffer from prosperity, from poverty. Many people, countless people lose job. Countless business people, they lose their business. Countless people who are employed, they lose their job also, you know. And the people who are poor, they always remain poor. They cannot move ahead, you know. The people who are quite prosperous, they cannot move ahead to continue to be more prosperous. So, a lot of human beings, they are suffering from the poverty, no? No? So now, we dedicate this prayer for the removal of all the suffering of poverty, that all human family, all human brothers and sisters become more prosperous, more happy, and more lucky, more fortunate. No? So this the great sutra of great prosperity. So in order to be prosperity, Buddha introduced the 12 names of prosperous, goddess of prosperous, or God of prosperous. Or you can say Buddha of prosperous, or the Bodhisattva of prosperous, or the divine angel of prosperous. So there's a 12 name. If somebody who knows and who read the 12 name of the prosperous God, or God of prosperity, God of Buddha of prosperity, or Bodhisattva of prosperity, who read the 12 names, they will be blessed to be prosperous. The poverty is finished. No? Poverty, goodbye. Prosperity, welcome. No? So that one in Tibetan, I read now. First name is Pandenma. Second is Paltahima. Third is Pemi Tumuache. Fourth is Norgetamo. Fifth is Karmo. Sixth is Trapachemo. Seventh name is Pemiche. Eighth name is Chepamo. Ninth name is Uchemo. 10th name is Sejima. 11th name is Rinpoche, Rabjimo. The 11th name. No, 12th name, the last name is Palchemo. No? So this is the name. No? So you heard it. The energy of 12 name, reading of 12 name of the God of prosperity or Buddha of prosperity or Goddess of prosperity, whatever you say, is already for flash, already blessed, all human being, okay, and all you. So the mantra is so there's a history job, some little bit job also. There's one monastery called Tarje Gomba. There's a lot of monks, very dynamic monks, who live in the monastery of Tarje Gomba. And this Tarje Gomba, all the monks, they have to read all the sutras, all the texts. They have to make holiday prayer. They have to make whole prayers because requested by the inhabitants, all the sponsors who have some bad luck, who are not prosperous, or who have some sickness, or who have some other kind of suffering. They go to Tarje Gomba, to all the monks, to make prayers, and they make donation, they make offering to make the prayers, read the sutras for their prosperity, for their good health, for their long life, and things like that. So all the Tarje Gomba monks, they don't have much time to study. They have to pray all day, read all the sutras. And these Tarje monasteries, elderly monks who are very, very kind, who are very spiritual, who have a kind heart, but they have difficulties to read the mantras. The mantras are not really a Tibetan language. It is in Sanskrit language, and it's very tough to read. And mantras, which is transformed into Tibetan language, it is rather quite difficult to pronounce also. So when they have to go through a reading mantra, they always think there's a very big hard work. So they are making some prayers of Avalokiteshvara, and the one monk, the elderly one. So now there's another. We have to read Now we are facing to read the wild mantra, which is difficult to pronounce and to read, So before this, stop for a while, have a cup of tea, relax, because we have to go through some hard work of reading these tough mantras, And they have tea, After they rest for 5-10 minutes, then the Umze prayer leader says, Om, Ma, Ne. She said, that makes money for us. Oh, this is nothing to worry, this is Om Mani Padme Hum mantra. Because first they thought, because it started Om, they thought the rest of mantra are very tough, to read. Later they said, oh, this is just our Om Mani Padme Hum mantra, easiest one. So this is good. So for me, it's quite tough to read this mantra which is transformed into Tibetan language, Tibetan writing, The monks who do this kind of prayers, reading sutras like Songdu every day for different benedictor or for different devotees, they are expert. They know, they can read from mind. But I spend my maximum time for study all the teachings of Buddha, all the philosophies, So it is not a big challenge, but it is. I have to concentrate. Okay, so now the mantra. The the 12 name of the goddess of wealth, goddess of prosperity, or God of Buddha or Bodhisattva of great wealth is read in Tibetan language. Now I think this is Sanskrit language now. Sanskrit language is in the mantra. Saya daya te dana zinengrene sarva arata sadane hyakena ala laksha lakshemana nashaya siddhyantu mantra pate soha om bingune parama subhagya swaha. I did one mantra more. Om saya daya teten jinengrene sarva artha sadhane shashena lakshmi naya nashaya siddhantu mantra pade soha om bengone parama subhagya soha. No third one. Saya daya teten jinengrene sarva artha sadhane shashena lakshmana nashaya siddhantu mantra pade soha om bengone parama subhagya soha. Kangla jiga thusum tu namra chena medebe shotam je la namra kharwan jiro kalwa sango ta demra jiro anjwa se me ye badan demra jiro tela thaman je je putavund hege de gevra juro ching chitra gowa hin chebran juro ta de jme je pralana changbe zhong jur je je che jang me zula sanje mongbo la ninguru che baran juro chumde de je de je ga zhen ne chu se ba samba je bo pa pa chen ne se wang zhong ye rang de chumde de je sma lang ber de do 파라치면 도 조소 상제 프로 첼라 창자로 나모 부다야 옴 나모 부다야 옴 도나 옴 도나 마하 파레예소하. So this is the what is time now?
3:10.
So now this one sutra, I hope it's not so long. If it's long, doesn't matter, we will carry on. Even though I encounter the tough mantra, no? I read this first. This is a sutra to heal the poison. If somebody give you poison, or if you get some poisonous food, which can kill you, which can make you very sick. But if you recite this sutra, this power of this sutra will purify the poison and heal and bless you to get recovery and save you from dying. The sutra of purifying the poison, or sutra of removing the poison. Okay? Hello? You show your things, huh? Hello? Tall man with a tall nose, with a tall bottle. Very impressive. He's okay. Don't worry. He's a good boy. All right. So now, the name of the sutra is Jagraketu Arya. Arya Zam Gulena Ma Vidya Pugudo Papa Tuksawa Hijabe Renga Sanje Dang Changru Semba Tamjela Changsal. That's why in Tibet normally we don't have much doctors, Of course we don't have this this kind of modern medicine drugs, No Panadol. No aspirin, The Western medicines which are very much chemical, chemical, And sometimes, of course, it can save life also. I appreciate it, I don't condemn, but now the world is very modernized, very advanced. So we have very many advanced medicines, drugs. Even they are combined with the chemicals and bacteria also. Drugs and bacteria. Bacteria can kill other bacteria, but the drug which is combined with bacteria can also harm your body. It helps something but harms someone else, But doesn't matter, don't talk about this. Not. So now, when somebody is very sick, somebody is having some poison, mistakenly, or somebody gives pear poison and suffering from poison, they ask the holy monks and nuns, the holy yogis, to read this text in the home in front of someone who is sick, or someone. If you ask somebody else, lamas, noble monks, nuns, and great yogis who live a little bit far away, you can just. In that time, there's no post office, there's no train or aeroplane. Someone has to ride on horse for a few days. If the yogi or lama stay far away, if the monastery is very far away, they have to travel 3 days. If they are close, then this is more easy, of course. So, ask the monks go to the monasteries, and then they ask to make this prayer for someone who are affected by poison, And after monks pray, miracles start to manifest, make it better. It's incredible. Yeah? So it's all Tibetan, for that time, people who are practicing Bhajanayana, they practice this, they believe and they practice this divine technique of reading and practicing these divine sutras, divine mantras, and heal themselves, protect themselves, recover themselves, and bless themselves from every obstacles. Yeah. So now I read this, okay? Again.
O Jagarake Dorian Zamgo Lama Bedia Pugado Papa Tuselwa Shejave Ma Sanje Tansu Samba Tamjela Chanzalo the Geda Geda Dujina Jumne Yona Jabo Jaji Samgo message Kungarawana Hude the Nejum de Kalon Namla Kasalwa Kalonda Choma Chanju Sambra Juana the Kangeri Changuna Otamande Beruola Rijalteye Solnece Hyunusum Jayece Enahyaye Pajala Truje Jimbe Geraje Dube Truje Go Jenje Tona Dube Najenje Tuke Meto Namasajin Malu Taye Chukutong Ala Tempo Budu Pujo Tsuryo Malanyo, Mala Tuzle Heja, Turi Tambayo, Tunama Kanye Tekune, Aye Minge, J. Parajuro, and Dade. Now the mantra of removing the effect of poison, or purifying the poison, The mantra is Dade. Elle matete, elle le matete, tumbe, tumbale ye, tuse tusala ye, takake taka karne, marame ma, marame rahi. Kashamari, Kashamara Mukate, Agane, Ile, Alaka, Ele, Awa, Shode, Yoda, Tunde, Anamu, Rakshe Soha. So this is the mantra. The coronavirus is also a poison, a poisonous virus, So now the coronavirus is very afflicted,
coronavirus has no chance to survive now, you know. Yes. I read one time more. The mantra is quite tough, you know, but the Om il mate te il te mate te tumba liye du sala ye taka kan karne marme rahe kashamara muktaye agane ile ye kala ka ile awa shode tunde anamu rakshe soha. And now they talk one again. Omo ile ma te ile te ma te tumba liye duse du salaye taka keta ka karne marame rahe kashamara muktaye mukte agane isele agane ile ye alaka ile awa shode tunde anamu rakshe so gelongda mai tugosel jirna de chimba thamje karbo de surna de lenje thoba de la lo tunje pa to chuje mesao te lu la to mesu so chulo ga hi thala zimba te go hin arga toba hindu sawa tundu keso sande chingde chuje do jopara mejao. So now this is the many poison comes from the serpent, from the snake, poisonous snake, the poisonous plants, you know. So if one read this text, this mantra one time, is guarantee for 7 years you will be free from poison. No? Your body, speech, mind will be protected from poison. And the poisonous snakes. If someone is bitten by poisonous snake. Bitten by poisonous snake. And the poisonous snake put his most dangerous poison in your body, and of course without treatment you will die. But if you recite this mantra one time or 3 times, of course, then you will be protected. The snake poisonous cannot kill you for the next 7 years. No? And the energy of the poison will be dispelled, will be purified and removed. No? But it's very important not to recite this mantra in front of a poisonous snake, because poisonous snakes will also die. So don't recite this in front of poisonous snake, or the beings who have a snake, who have poison. You see, this is the technique of Vajrayana. Great purification and great transformation. Yes. Now there's more. Now this is even more powerful one. The mantra is Deda de ilale tilele chakra bagago kota koteta kurateti supporteti puruteti mata motenti nikuruta nikurutate muruteti muruteti puruta putata hare putata dana
tahare, nagakare, nagatatana, tahare, sarvahare, sarvatatana, talahe, ache ach chale, chale chale bihe, hyate hyate, paratale, matale, hele hele, hala hala hele, hilale kopa tsale, milale, tanate tanate, tata 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 tata, sapota sapota, pat pat, hara bisho soha, hara bikasoha. Bik means in Sanskrit, bik means poison. Pat pat hara bikasoha, to defeat the poison. Hara hara bikasoha. Gelong de drana lu tusle gen jongbo tamje la ringa kangjo jing nipa de da tamje de gen no hima hima yen ba de gen no yang ta ba o ten ba o ma do ba o chen chen ma lo ba o dong de ma do ba re gyur jik jin ba ra je be ken do song shik jina be gana song shik me nang de song yik, chue nang de song yik, tang la song yik, ka we nang de song yik, zik be ken de song yik, nang ga la song yik, sa ye ken nang de song yik, hibara gyur jik so ha, chung den de je tige je ka zang ne kelong de da yi, rang de chung den de je so ha la ngbar de yo to, pa pa tuk sri ke je we nga chen bo zo so. Now you prefer lunch than reading more, huh? Okay, all right. I think you, some of you have some duties to fulfill, you know. So I release you. I release the poison, I release the coronavirus, and also I release you to enjoy your freedom. Yeah. Thank you for the participation. Yes, there's more than 100 of holy sutras to remove and purify hundreds of obstacles, hundreds of sickness, hundreds of misfortune, and hundreds of obstacles, you know, to win over hundreds of obstacles. So this need 4 smart monks to read one day. We want to finish this. In 4 months we can finish the whole sutra, whole Sungdu can completely read by 4 noble monks. Others who are smart, who are very expert, maybe 3 can. I saw the 2 monks also can finish. Some can do, because this is their work, you know. Because they want to help all the inhabitants, all the devotees, you know, to purify their sickness, to purify their obstacles, and help them to be prosperous, help them to have strong health and long life and wish fulfillment. So some monks, they stay whole life to read these texts, sutras, and bless everyone, you know. So for them, they can read very fast. I saw that 2 monks can also can finish reading of this Songdu. Huh? So whenever we have some feel convenient, when the students come here, visit here, of course we always do the regular practice of 21 Tara and breathing, breathing yoga, morning time, and then Avalokiteshvara practice, and also Guru Rinpoche and Karma Pakshi and Milarepa Guru Yoga and Mahakala Pernache prayer, you know, almost daily basis, you know, the residents of Mahamudra Meditation Center, they do this practice. But sometimes when I lead this special program, special event. During that time, I will present, you know,
I will read this. No? Okay? So, be very happy, be very blessed. And with all of you, we bless our world, to bless all our human brothers and sisters. And we bless our home, our beautiful planet, which is home of everyone. No? Bless all, protect all. To be happy, to be healthy, to be wealthy, to be prosperous, and to be united. Okay, thank you. Jayo, Jayo, Jayo. So I need to make a little bit of prayer. Maybe it takes half 5 minutes for the dedication prayer. Okay, dedication prayer. So I have some duties to visit Romania. No? It's Romania in every big cities. We have a lot of students, friends who love me and who love Dharma and who are practicing Dharma since more than 15 years. Every year I visit them 2 or 3 times a year. I teach them all. I teach this divine technique. I teach the divine technique of practicing meditation, practicing holy Dharma, and help them to purify themselves, transform themselves, enlighten themselves. And many the prayer texts, sadhanas, are translated in the Romanian language, you know. So I also miss the Romanian students, you know, who love me and who love Dharma, you know. So since 7 months, I didn't have a chance to visit them because of the coronavirus, because of lockdown, because of the restriction and things like that. But now I'm very much glorified. I'm very much blessed by holy land of Great Hungary, and the most loving people of Hungary and government of Hungary also have blessed me by giving me the resident long time residence visa, you know, which I just renewed 2 months before. So I have exit to every Schengen European countries, you know. But now the restriction is there. The border of Hungary is closed for you know, because the very skillful and very loving, dynamic, the leader of Great Hungary, His Excellency Urban Victory and his government want to protect his citizens from coronavirus. For that single purpose, that all the Hungarian borders are closed, you know, both through the road and, you know, through the airplane also. And I don't know how long it will last, you know. I think beginning of October, maybe in a few days later, they can have some change and things are getting better, you know. Otherwise, they will continue. So in this case, I can go to Romania because Romania have no restriction. The border is open. I can go there with my Hungarian resident visa. I can go there. But then after I finishing the teaching tour, when I come back, there's restriction. I have to go through 2 weeks quarantine. But I think I can come back to Mahamudra Meditation Center, quarantine. Make a nice retreat, so I don't worry for that. No? But I think German students, there's some Dharma meditation centers in Munich, in Dortmund and within, and some very kind students who live also in near Köln, you know. So I also have to visit them, you know. They request me to come and visit them. Of course, I like very much. And Angel Johanna's mother, who is very kind, long time my student. She also have establish one Dharma center for me, you know. I have to visit there, and it's very good that Angel Joanna have chance to visit her brothers, sisters, and her dear mother, you know. And plus, I can give some teachings, make some fire ceremonies, and bless whole Germany, you know, and also to Munich. So, if I go to Germany also, I have to go through quarantine. I think beginning of October there will be some good change. I expect it, you know. And Nepal is the same problem. I can go anytime because I am Nepal citizen, you know. Go back. They since now almost 1 month they opened the health all these citizens, Nepal citizens, wherever they live, they are allowed to come. Of course, they are allowed to come, and they provide some special charter and to different airplane. One is Turkish Airlines, huh? And others.
Qatar Airways, Fly Dubai is going there.
Yes,
Many.
I can go, but now the problem is all the little monks are too little, too small to serve master. You know, they're not qualified to help me. The other monks are now many of them they went back to the home. Their parents they call them in the home. So that's why the European students, German students, Hungarian students, some of Romanian students also, when they have time, when they have a holiday, they visit me, they travel with me, and Johanna helps the assist master, you know. The help master, you know. So the assistants, they don't get permission to go to Nepal now because they're tourists. They can be only permitted when they get tourist visa only. The tourist visa they announce maybe in middle of October, no? After 17th of October. That's what they announce 3 weeks before. If things doesn't get more worse and if things get quite normal, then Nepal is allowed to invite all the tourists because now it's tourist season for the trekking, you know. And Nepal, country of Nepal has to make some income also, you know. Because all the hotels, all the everything is not used. It's like not so nice, you know. Everybody's losing money. So the tourists, all the tourists can enjoy to visit Nepal, and also the Nepalese people also enjoy to have some income, you know. So I hope the government will open the tourist visa, maybe the arrival visa in Kathmandu, you know. In this case, all the fortunate tourists who want to visit Nepal and who was receive the blessing from the Holy Land of Nepal, they can go there freely with their own responsibility for social distance and a mask. They can protect themselves, and at the same time they can enjoy the great traveling, great vacation, you know. So I hope the Nepal government will open the free of traveling as they have announced after middle of October. So then my European students who want to come with me, who want to assist me, all others who want to visit Nepal, we can all go together, you know. So I decided to wait until middle of October and see what happens, you know. So that's why these 2 weeks, you know, these 2 weeks I should give to Romanians. It's very fair, very fair. The Romanians too really love Dharma and love me very much, as you all know. Huh? And Romania is a beautiful country. So at least 10 days, 2 weeks, or I should stay. And then at the end, 1 week in Germany. You know? And fly from Germany, from Frankfurt to Kathmandu. So we are expecting and blessing the good time will come very soon for everyone. Okay? Thank you. Jai Ho, Jai Ho. Thank you. And if anybody wants to come, you can arrange your flight ticket, if you book in earlier time, you get very cheap. And then when you arrive in Kathmandu, you don't need money. Royal White Monastery, Master Guru Karmatandra Jelson, invite you to have a breakfast, lunch, dinner, free accommodation with some meaningful spiritual program. You are invited, all you are invited, and no donation is expected, and no offering is expected also. You can come free of charge as my son and daughter, as my very kind students, and friends. Okay? So I hope the good time will come. Buddha Dharma and Sangha, Almighty Lord Guru Padmasambhava, bless whole humanity to be free, to be peaceful, to be prosperous, and to be wish fulfilled, and to be united. Okay? Thank you. Jai Ho. Jai Ho. So the dedication prayer is still going on, no? The dessert is still, you have to take some dessert. The dedication prayer is the dessert, signature, yeah? Okay. With melodies or without melodies? No, I think without melodies, okay? Without drum. More drum business, huh? Yeah, okay. Okay.
남기다도 타예 semje 남만베 힌도 고스몽원결데 파만로루 semje 말로보 참징도 메사라 진발 효 정절와당 주제 협바당 제소예랑 꾸리엔소와 개와 정세 다소 제사바 탐진조배 장주 쳔브랑고 조군조배 산제 도바라요 개와 정세 다소 제사바 탐진조배 장주 쳔브랑고 조군조배 산제 도바라요 조군조배 산제 도바라요 조군조배 산제 도바라요 아야다 벤잔자야 아와부다나에소와 모놈 탐제 유주주배 주배 야라 소원에 다레다레 벤다레소 다레다레 벤다레소 다레다레 벤다레소 다레다레 벤다레소 다레다레 벤다레소 다레다레 벤다레소 다레다레 you can make this one but without drum with that trashy no 다레다레 벤다레소 다레다레 벤다레소 다레 you can start now 다레다레 벤다레소 다레다레 벤다레소 다레다레 벤다레소
Thank you, Jai Ho.